Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's discuss all the pending AWS infrastructure. We have completed all the 5 components. So let's discuss today from security and identity infrastructure. Okay. So in this first one is the IAM. What is this? It is a identity and access management. So what is the purpose of it? Why it is used? So it controls who can do what. Okay, who can do what? Like users, roles, policy. It controls these all. Means which user should provide the which role, which policy should be implemented, which user should assign the policy, which should not be assigned. So these all controlled by the IAM. Okay, example like give EC2 permission to access S3 without credentials. So this all done by this IAM. You can give the AC to permission, okay, to access this S3 bucket, but without credentials. So it is also possible. Why? Because of this IAM. So this is the example. Next one is encryption and key management. So under this AWS KMS and Cloud HSM it came. Okay. Next one is AWS Shield and WAF. So in this basically under AWS Shield, it's DDoS protection is come and web application firewall. This came under this AWS Shield, and these all are the security and identity infrastructure. Okay. Next one is monitoring and management. So first one is CloudWatch. You can use the CloudWatch for metrics, logs, and alarms. Suppose you want to check the logs or alarms or metrics. So for this, you can use the CloudWatch. Okay. CloudTrail is basically used for track API call. If you want to track the API call, so for this you can use this tool CloudTrail. Okay, and auditing and compliance purpose, we use this CloudTrail. AWS config. This is the resource configuration tracking. For this we used AWS config. Okay, so simply you have to just keep it this in mind for the monitoring and management, which all tools we have to use for the resource configuration tracking. You can use AWS config. For cloud this auditing and compliance, you can use CloudTrail, and for the logs and alarm, you can use the CloudWatch. Okay. Next one is the application and DevOps infrastructure. So it's useful for you as a DevOps engineer. Suppose you want to work as a DevOps engineer. For this, it's a very useful. So CI/CD tools under this basically code commit, code build, code deploy, code pipeline. These all are used under CI/CD. Okay. So con continuous integration, continuous delivery. For this, you have to use these all code commit command, code build, and then you have to code deploy, code pipeline. So these all came under this. Okay, CI/CD tools. Infrastructure as code. In this, we used AWS CloudFormation, AWS CDK, and Terraform. Okay, infrastructure as a code. If you want to just modify in the code, so for this, simply you can use the Terraform. Okay. So those who are preparing for this DevOps engineer, so they are they will study this Terraform, these all CI/CD tools and everything. Okay. For now, for the just knowledge purpose, you have to know application and DevOps infrastructure, which all the tools came. Okay. Next one is the high availability and disaster recovery. For this, basically under this it came multi as a deployment. So for high availability, suppose there is any disaster failure and any failures happen. So for this, we have to use the multi-availability zone deployments, okay, cross-region replication, backup and restore, pilot light, and activate. So these all are important so that you can restore your data, suppose in the case of the failure. Okay. So let's discuss the summary of the AWS infrastructure layer. So under this, first one is the global infrastructure. In this, first one is the region, and then under region availability zones came, and then in availability zones, data centers are available. So in this way, this is the flow you have to remember. Like in region, under region availability zone come, and under availability zone data centers are available. Okay, so means one region multiple availability zones present, and in multiple availability zone their data centers are physical data centers are available. Okay, so what is data center? Data center where the servers, okay, storage, cooling, all are physically, all are present. So that's all called the data center. Edge location, okay. Next one is the edge location, and then networking. Inside networking, virtual private cloud, subnets, and routing come, and compute EC2 and Lambda in the compute infrastructure. Under this EC2 and Lambda come, and under storage S3, EBS, and EFS. Okay, it came. Database infrastructure in this RDS and this DynamoDB. Okay, and under security, IAM and KMS came, and monitoring and DevOps as we discussed above. In the monitoring and DevOps, we use the CloudTrail. Okay, so next one is the conclusion. Conclusion is that like AWS infrastructure provides a secure, scalable, and reliable cloud platform which is suitable for all workloads. So this is the conclusion. Like AWS infrastructure, it provides a very secure, scalable, and reliable cloud platform which is suitable for all workloads. So that's all. I hope this AWS infrastructure, all the components are clear. If not clear, please go through this all again and try to learn, try to remember, try to understand this before remember. Try to understand what all the components, what all inside the components, what all the points are coming, what all the tools are coming, and what are the functions, what are the use of that tool. Okay, and how that tools are working, where we have to use. Just go through that all and try to Google it, try to use the chat GPT and everything. If you just want to, learn, if you want to boost your confidence, so you have to just go in the depth, like try to learn more and more, try to gain more and more knowledge in one topic like AWS infrastructure. Suppose I have explained everything, all the components, but this is not in details, right? For details, what you have to do, this is the overview. This is the overview. Now you will able to understand each and everything. Okay. So please go and try to learn in the deep. It will help you to understand to how to use this all and where to use. It will help you, and in that way you will feel the confident and you will able to clear the interview. Okay. So I hope it's clear. If you like this video, so please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.